this is the card I'll be showing you how to make. It's using the Pansy Patch stamp set along with the pansy dies here. So one really cool aspect that Stampin' Up! Did with this product bundle suite is the Designer Series paper actually is the same size as the dies, so that you can actually die cut flowers from the Designer Series pattern paper. So that is one really cool aspect that they did. So I'm going to show you this really cute simple note card in a way that you can utilize the DSP to have some cute flowers on your card. So first off, I am going to start out with the base of the card. So you're going to use a note card, which is 3.5 by 5 inches. You'll fold that in half. And I'm going to be using the greenery embossing folder, and this embossing folder actually comes with 2 different embossing folders, but I'm going to be using this one here. And we will be opening up your card and placing it in the exact center of the card here. And you will grab your platform. So you'll need the number 1. You'll need a plexiglass plate. You will lay your cardstock and embossing folder down, and then grab a second plexiglass plate to put on top, and you'll run that through your die cutting machine. So when you get done, you should end up with something that looks like this. So I'm gonna grab the fresh freesia ink here and a blending brush. And in my card here, I've kind of started a little bit darker and then gradually gotten lighter to where the top part is totally white. And one thing when you're doing something like this, you want to start off the paper first and then work your way up. So I kind of like started off my paper and then work in a kind of circular motion. And it's better to start lighter and go darker and get a more even coloration than just to start sponging and get a more splotchy look. So once you completely finish all of that, your card front should look something like this. Nice and even there. I grabbed Blackberry Bliss ink here and the stamp from the Pansy stamp that says love you much. You'll ink that up in the Blackberry Bliss, and I just stamped it right down at the bottom, just below the where the embossing folder stops there. So we'll set our card base aside here. Next, I took a small piece of the DSP out of the Pansy DSP pack and the Tastefully Label die here, and we're going to die cut that real quick. So grab your platform here. You'll take number 1 and number 2 plate here, a plexiglass plate, and then you'll put your DSP and your die there, and then you'll layer it with a second plexiglass plate. And when you get done with that, you should end up with a piece like this. Next, I took a couple scraps I cut out of the DSP, these pansies here, and we're going to actually die cut these and use these for our card front. So grab your platform again, so you'll do the number 1, number 2, and your plexiglass plate here. And then we'll put your DSP that I kind of cut from the 12 by 12 sheet. And we'll just place our dies right on top of those pansies. You can also use some post-it notes to kind of hold the pansy and the dies, the paper and the dies in place while you run it through the die cutting machine. But then you'll place a plexiglass plate right on top of there, and you'll run that through the die cutting machine again. And when you finish, you'll have these cute little pansies. Now I added some Wink Stella all over the pansies because I like a little extra shimmer, and I think it adds a little extra something to the flowers. So once you finish that, I took some of the new 21-20-23 in color jewels, and I kind of alternated. So I took a yellow jewel and I actually put it in the purple flower, in the center of the purple flower, and then I took a purple gem and put it in the center of the yellow flower there. So then I took some dimensionals here, and I'm going to pop up the pansies. And you can just kind of put this pansy up towards the top. Actually, we're going to scoot it over because we're going to put the yellow one down there too. And then take your yellow one, and we're going to kind of put it on this side. And then I took some of the new fresh freesia, let's see here, what is this? Open weave ribbon here of the new In Color. Took some of that and tied a bow, and you can get you a glue dot to attach the bow. And I just pop that right underneath the pansies there. And then take your card base here, and I used a little bit of Tombow and put some on the back here and attach it to the front of my card. So there's the finished product. Super easy, super simple. I love the fact that you don't have to fussy cut out the DSP, but also you can use the dies and get a really pretty pansy with no stamping and really no work, and it looks perfect. So this is a really cute, simple, easy card. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.